good. It's live on my end.
Oh.
It's live on my end.
Okay. I think we're good, aren't we? Excellent. Okay. I was waiting for it to pop up over there because, like, I had never had to, like, stream through somebody else's services before, so it was kind of strange. I was waiting for it to pop up. All right. So, hi, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Rise of the Temple of Elemental Evil.
All right.
Woohoo! We're gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
I am scared to fucking back, but we're gonna make this work. Just for starters, I just want to go around and we'll just have everybody kind of introduce themselves and their characters. You don't have to go super in depth, just, you know, generally what you're playing or who they are, yada, yada, yada. On my overlay on the top left corner, I have Mr. Kevin Hitt. Would you like to go first, sir?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Kevin Hitt here. I will be playing Arthur Agravain. He is a paladin born of the sea, and on a fishing expedition with his father, he drowned. And while his father almost took his own life in despair, losing his only son, as he rowed back to shore, he found his boy laying motionless on the sand. And when he got there, his boy miraculously awoke. His hair turned from brown to stark white, and the village became sort of like this mecca for touristy and people thinking it was a miracle. And so the village actually sent him away. And so Arthur Agravain, he's an 8th level paladin, if I didn't say. And he is with this motley crew of folks right here getting ready to rid the world of some evil, if I am not mistaken.
That's the hopes, at least, right? Let's go to the right there. Sid, I guess that's what you want to go by.
Hey, yeah, I'm Christina Sid, Greek Sid on Twitter. I will be playing Zan. She is a warlock of the celestial variety. She comes from a very troubled past, which she hasn't really shared much with anyone yet, but maybe we'll see. At this point, she is just attempting to rid the world of as much evil as possible. So she's a Pact of the Tome warlock, so she's ready and raring for all of your spell needs.
So we have a common theme here of everybody wanting to get rid of evil. Somewhat appropriate, I suppose. MK, you look a little bit too, like, comfortable, so let's throw you in the mix.
Dang. Okay. I'm playing Califris. He's a valor bard, and his parents were jewelers, so he became a jeweler, obviously. But he loves music and stuff, and he just wants to prove to the world that you can combine jewelry and music. So Califris is really out here in the world to just prove himself, you know, get people to, you know, have his back and, you know, to support other people, you know. And he just really wants to go back to his freaking guild and get them to, you know, agree that bejeweled slide whistles are where it's at. Because that's what Califris plays. He plays the slide whistle.
Amazing.
Excellent.
All right, Chris, what about you, brother?
Hey, I'm Chris, Handgalactic on Twitter. I'm going to be playing Gaul Longkeeper, also born of the sea. Former pirate, kind of Errol Flynn-esque swashbuckling type. Very much a mercenary son of a bitch. He just wants to gather enough money to one day have his own ship again. But he's found in the meantime that ridding the world of evil pays quite well. So for now, he's here.
We got 3 people who want to rid the world of evil, and none of us just make really fancy slide whistles.
I wouldn't say he wants to rid the world of evil, it just pays well.
It's just profitable. Okay.
Yeah.
Works for now.
Makes sense. Yeah. If it doesn't know me, I've been playing D&D for probably 30 years now, actually. been streaming for a little over a year, I want to say now. I run a Planescape campaign. I run a Fallout 5th edition campaign. I play on a couple others. So I've been around a little bit. Got into this opportunity by meeting Mr. DM Shane at Gen Con. He liked what I did, saw my streams, said it looked pretty cool. Said, "Why don't you run a game?" So I'm sort of a masochist, so I thought, yeah, let's just throw something else into my plate. So here we are. And thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. I think we have a cool group here, and I'm really excited to get started. And speaking of which, this is the time we're going to roll some dice. And who am I going to pick on first? Let's pick on Sid first.
Oh boy. All right, here we go.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20?
All right. 12.
12. Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
You idolize the bard in the group. Tell me about what you idolize about Caliphus.
I mean, Caliphus just... it embodies everything I wish I could be. Just is out there, exploring the world and you know, believing in what he believes in. And
Could I interject and tell you Caliphus has amazing eyebrows?
I try to emulate them with makeup and other things, and I cannot compare. So, he's amazing, and I hang on his every word and every song.
I love this. I love this little mechanic. It just makes things so much fun. Okay, well, we went to MK for second, so go ahead and roll me a d20 there, MK.
All right. I got an 11.
Got an 11. Oh, okay, this is going to be cool. You're going to be drinking buddies with Mr. Chris.
Oh, all right.
So tell me about a wild, exciting drinking excursion that you two had.
Oh man, let me tell you. So we went out to the tavern as you do in the evenings, believe it or not.
Day drinking's fine though. That's fine.
Day drinking?
Oh yeah. Adventuring all day, you know, you can't drink an adventure. You're just gonna screw yourself up.
You can try.
So yeah. You're telling me tell you about our drinking, like one of our drinking stories, or just like what we do when we go out to drink?
Just tell me about one of your memorable drinking episodes.
All right.
Like what happened, you know?
We went out, and it was one of those bars where there's stairs upstairs, right? And so we had this good idea that we were going to see how many people we could dangle over the edge in one night, right? Over the edge of the banister. We got to 3 people, and then they kicked us out. But luckily there was another tavern with an upstairs down the road, so we just went there instead.
How many did you get at that bar?
You know, I'd say 2.5, because they were only supposed to be dangled, not dropped.
Yeah. And one was very small.
And by the third tavern, we just, like, word got out.
Interesting. I love it. Chris, roll me a d20.
Okie dokie. I got 20.
You got a 20.
Hey!
All right. All right. You were on the run with Zan at some point. Tell me about that.
Ooh. Christ. Nothing like being on the spot, is there?
Nothing like it at all.
I imagine being on the run, Zan, probably had a lot to do with me. I'm very fond of farmers' daughters. And farmers' sons. I'm not fussy. And in these small towns, like backwater towns, the farmers don't tend to appreciate strangers who are their children, even adult children. So I feel probably it was me getting myself into a spot of bother, and Zan pulling me out of said bother,
I jumped
not,
right in.
yeah,
The farmer he misunderstood. We were at the other bar down
exactly,
the street.
exactly.
So
But not the first time you pulled me out of bother, and definitely not the last time. I've got fantastic hair, and it's a curse.
I've got your back.
I appreciate that.
Awesome, awesome. Mr. Kevin Hitt, would you like to roll me a d20, sir?
Indeed. A 20.
Hey!
We'll step it down a notch here since we have 2 20s here.
I was just chasing those two around.
There you go. Well, ironically enough, you actually escaped with Califris at some point. What did you all escape from? What was going on?
Well, we had, along with the pirate we had been taken captive, apparently somebody had heard about, people dangling people over the balconies of bars, and they ended up catching one of them. And, I tried to defend the honor here and got in a little bit of trouble, as I usually will when I feel like there's someone's being perpetrated a wrong against. I did my best in the kangaroo court to defend the honor. Just didn't work out, and we ended up in the brig. But we busted out, we got out, and here we are.
Excellent. So now you guys have a little bit of tie to each other, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then we met up with the pirate, and I'm not sure he thought we were going to be able to make this escape, because he just was laughing the whole time we came running up the dock. But we made it, and he gave me that knowing look, like, all right, you might be okay, and then off we ran.
And it's always fun to watch people run in panic as well. I enjoy that.
Love it so much. Alright, guys. Well, you guys have decided to get together for a little caravan guarding. There's been some reports of some caravans slightly getting mauled, per se. Growing monsters in the area towards a small little village called Hamlet. Guys have decided that while running from pirates and the law is not quite as profitable, it might be worth your while to pad your pockets a little bit, maybe help out a little bit at the same time, since some of you have the idea of help that taking care of the world's evil is a noble thing, or at least pays well. So you all started with this small, ransacked little wagon laden with supplies coming from the Iron Hills to the west, down from them towards the smaller valley. There's you all, there's a couple of, I guess you want to call them peasantry, but it's more or less just almost like a diplomatic mission at this point, just trying to get supplies to the area. When you see on the horizon, it looks like inky clouds of smoke tendrils just sort of winding their way lazily into the sky. Not white smoke, but black. Doesn't appear to be something that would have come from a cooking fire or from a chimney. Might be danger ahead. How would you all like to approach this?
Well, there could be danger.
Danger makes for stories, which makes for drinks.
Also money.
Also money.
The smoke is not unlike that of ships burning.
How far ahead is the smoke?
You're looking at maybe half a mile at this point. Still a good ways away, but definitely noticeable.
On the horizon, are we coming toward it? Like going up a hill? Are we able to
You're coming
find
down,
a good vantage point?
You're coming off the top of these iron hills, and you're seeing it down below you.
Okay.
Arthur's gonna take the shield that was strapped on his back and just kind of put it on his arm as a not a radical move, but just as a ready move.
Okay.
I've got a little spyglass thing. Can I crack that out, see if I can see anything?
Sure. You crack that out and take a look. Why don't you go and give me a perception check with advantage?
Ooh, okay. 1 second. Perception, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled it twice. 24 with advantage.
That's funny because you rolled 2 20s on there.
Yeah.
You're looking at this and your fears or maybe ambitions at this point are met with the idea that it looks like the village is most likely under attack. You see a good 2 to 3 pretty solid stacks of smoke rising in the distance, assuming that they're probably buildings at this point. Not really be able to make out individual figures. There is definitely, it looks like people are mustering below.
Is it possible to tell, like, what might be under attack from?
You're not quite sure.
Oh, okay.
What do you see?
There's trouble in village. There seems to be under attack.
Can we go faster?
Yes.
Who's driving the caravan?
So you guys can go faster, that's for sure. So you beat these poor couple horses that are pulling this cart a little harder. The items in the thing are just going up and down as it goes down this road. You start pulling around a bend, start circling towards the northwest now as you go around this tree line and towards the village itself. And you start to hear the telltale signs of battle. Hot and heavy, raging at this point. You had heard that Hamlet had been suffering from monster attacks, but this seems to be something a little bit different. Almost an organized attack at this point. Go ahead and switch you all over to another map here.
Wow. It's a lot of people.
Oops. You think I knew how to use things at this point? Ah, here we go. Switching scenes. Alrighty. So this is what you all see as you turn the corner. You have the cart with you, and you guys can put yourself in whatever order you want to there. You should have control of your tokens. You see these gouts of flame of this creature just beyond this tree line. Its back seems to be towards you, as best as you can tell. This hulking mammoth beast of stone and earth, just
Oh boy.
dirt dripping off its the edges of its shoulders as it moves and shambles towards this line of this weary-looking band of haphazardly armed militia, at best you can tell, and several hooded figures that are advancing upon them, locked arms with each other. How do you want to approach this?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
That dude is on fire.
Yes, he is. So what do you guys want to do?
All right.
I mean, I'll draw my rapiers. Definitely.
Okay.
Got my book
Can I-
out.
Can I see their heads over the top of these trees or brush?
It's not so much you can't see their tops of heads just because of the brush itself, but it's sparse enough to where you can see figures easily enough.
I mean, there's no getting around this unless we go back. We can't go through town. We're gonna be part of this if we go into town.
Is the brush loose enough to where we can travel through it and attack these guys from behind?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Would it be considered difficult terrain, or?
No, it won't be that.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give you guys a couple rounds here to decide what you want to do. How you want to proceed. Strategize.
All right.
Yep. Nope. Arthur's gonna take out his trident, and he's gonna turn to the party and go, I think we can hit these guys from behind.
Excellent.
These people that they're fighting look obviously overwhelmed, and I think we got to get in this fight immediately.
Do we?
I'm with
So-
you.
I'll go ahead and move. Is this as far as I can go right here for that first? Is that 30 feet?
15, 20. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. You should have 10 more feet of movement there. You could get to the back of the fire creature if you'd like to.
I agree.
I would like to do
We could
that,
probably turn the tide.
and then stick a trident in its back when I can.
Okay. You get a first surprise round here, so by all means, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Yeah, a 12.
No, you start to make this trident attack towards it, and you pierce what you think would be the body of this thing, and it just seems like it just goes into this mix of fire and maelstrom. I'm assuming you probably have another attack at your level, don't you?
Yeah, we're just gonna stick him again with the same trident.
Excellent.
That's gonna be a 14 plus 8, so 22.
Absolutely. So you drive this trident into its back, what you think it's its back, and it does seem to pierce into it. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
All right. Oh, well, what do I have as this trident? It's a D7, I think, or D8. That's gonna be that'll be 13 total.
Okay. Is your weapon magical by any chance?
It is. It is a trident of fish command, which I believe acts. Let me make sure that I have that down. Sorry about having the wait, guys.
No
you're
worries.
Oh, there we go. See if I'm mistaken here. It doesn't say whether or not it has a plus to attack or damage.
good. Okay, as long as it's magical, you should be fine.
Yeah, it is. It's a trident of fish command.
Okay, excellent. You have anything else for your free action turn here?
I would like to step. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna face it. I'm gonna go square up on it.
Okay, excellent. We'll just go
Can
down. Go ahead.
Can I manage to get within 60 feet of that center goon? What does he appear to be made out of? Is he rock-like? Is he...
Are you talking about the one up here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he appears to be made of stone.
All right.
Let's see. You're actually within 60 feet of him now, so...
Perfect. I would like to pull out my book of tomes, and I would like to cast Shatter.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay. So he has to make sort of saving throw, does he not?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
But any... Let me see. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on this saving throw.
Okay. He is definitely going to fail.
Excellent. So he will take 3d8 thunder.
Nice.
3d8 thunder.
6 plus 3 plus 6. So that'll
Nice.
be 15 points of thunder damage.
Nice. So how does your spell come out?
You watched, I pull out my book, I raise my hand, and just this shock wave of almost golden energy pulses outward and hits him.
All right, so this thing is starting to lurch down towards this group of poor ragtag militiamen. And all of a sudden, there's just a blast up behind it, and this shatter of rock and dirt, and just goes propelling in the air in all directions. And this thing howls. Not expecting that at all. But you,
More where that came from.
But you, Chris, what would you like to do?
How do you deal with diagonal spaces? Do you just treat them as 5, or do you treat them as like?
I still treat them as 5.
Cool. So I can get to Rocky over here then. Rapier's drawn.
Okay.
So because of my excuse me, my rakish audacity, I don't need advantage for sneak attack.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, as long as there's no other creature within 5 feet of me, which there isn't.
Nice.
So I will make 2 attacks against him, 3 if you'll allow me a bonus action.
Yeah, you have the bonus action.
Cool, let's do that then. Excuse me, I'm losing voice already. So, first one is didn't roll. It's going well. 13 for the first one.
Okay, that is not going to connect.
Not going to hit. Second one will be also a 13. God. And the bonus action attack will be a 10. Oh wait, hang on, I'm reading the second one. The bonus action attack is 21.
Okay, yeah, the 21 will strike.
Finally. So it'll be a sneak attack, I assume?
Yep.
So it's 15. Why does that come out of 15?
I think you just have to click the rapier part and it rolls damage.
Oh, right, sorry.
It's alright.
Cool, so 9
Okay.
plus my sneak attack, 2d6. So 15 points of damage total.
Okay.
So, haha! You shouldn't have got stoned before battle.
Oh, wow. We're going one of those punny games, are we? So you drive forth and you're trying to like stab at this thing with your rapier, not finding any contact, and you find like, this little bit that's been shattered by Zan's spell, and just sort of drive it home into it, and just send a rain of debris pouring out the front of it.
Cool.
I think it normally be MK's turn. I don't think she's here. She looks a little frozen.
Oh, she does.
Oh no!
Am I? Oh no!
It's okay, you can still hear us, right? So,
Yeah.
What would you like to do for your free turn here?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Let me unplug a thing. Are we good? Am I back?
Yeah, you're
You're
back.
good.
You're back!
Oh, thank God. I'm getting some connection issues over here. I'm sorry about this, guys.
No, it's alright.
No worries.
So let's see. We're all doing a sneak attack, right?
Yeah, you're all doing a bonus round here, so...
All right, cool. I think I'm just gonna jump in there. I've got my my sword,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You might have to help me out here though, cause I don't play much D&D. So
We got you.
so do I roll? Let's see. It's
You roll a d20.
yeah. I roll a d20. One moment. I'm gonna attack with my rapier. So roll a d20 first. I got a 3. Does that do it?
So you roll 3, and you get plus 6 to attack, so it's going to be a total of 9, but will not hit.
Ah, darn.
Which one are you attacking, by the way?
Oh gosh, there's so many of them. I want to team up with someone else. We got 2 people, right? One person attacking one and one person attacking the other.
Yes.
Who's the guy in the middle?
That would be me.
Then I'll team up with you.
Okay.
You would, with us having fought together before, you would know that I'm at my best when you're not like stood next to me.
Oh no.
I think you're you're the College of Valor Bards. I think you have an extra attack, correct?
Oh yeah, I do have an extra attack.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, Caliphus kind of flops onto the battlefield and is like, "Oops, there was a rock." I'm gonna try that again. I got an 18.
18
Hey.
plus 6, so you're going to definitely hit with a 24.
All right, woo. So that's 1d8 plus 3.
Yes.
Oh. D8. Oh, that's 20. 8. Here we go. I got 3, so that's 6.
All right. You use a rapier too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So as he's got his rapier inside there, you just sort of like stumble on the first set, and then just kind of dive forward and drive your rapier tip into the same hole that Goal's got pierced open on it.
Nice.
Okay, that's going to be the end of our surprise round. So let's do the fun part of every D&D game and roll some initiative.
Hey.
All right.
What was my initiative for this?
All right.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what'd you get, Chris?
19 for me.
19. Kevin?
7.
Sid?
Also 19.
Nice. And MK?
17.
Nice. Who between Sid and Chris wants to go first here?
You can go for it.
By all means, you go first.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So I'll take a couple of steps around this guy just to get away from Califris, just so I don't accidentally stick you with a rapier.
Thank you.
Because I want that sneak attack, and if you're within 5 feet of me, I don't get it. I'm just gonna keep wailing on him with the rapiers.
All right. Sounds good.
Stab, 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 move, stab, 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 move. So the first one is a 10, that's not gonna hit. Second is a nat 20.
There's a nat 20.
Nice. Do you want me to roll a third attack or just roll damage for that first?
You can go and roll your third attack. I don't think you'll do enough to finish it off with that.
And an 18 for the third attack.
Okay, so you're gonna hit twice.
Nice. So the first one, the crit. Does roll 20 automatically do the extra damage for crits? Yeah, it must have
Yeah,
done.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. So that is 14 plus sneak attack. Not 14, 16 plus sneak attack.
Another 22. Because it gets doubled as well.
Nice. And third, the other attack that hit is going to be a 14.
All right.
Wait, no, I rolled the. Sorry, I clicked on the crit. It did the double damage.
Oh,
again.
okay.
Do that again. 13.
So you just go crazy on this thing. You step away from Califris, find another hole, jab that rapier up in there, and just almost sink it to the hilt. It's almost crazy how much leeway you're getting into this creature's body. And it looks like it's having a hard time keeping itself together at this point. Like boulders are falling off of it, landing at its feet.
Just kind of into gravel.
Okay, that is going to bring us to Zan.
All right. Let me move up a little bit here. Not too close, though. Just want to get within 10, 15, 20, 25. Within 30 feet
Okay.
of our fiery friend here.
For a friend.
And we'll go all out. We'll go Blight.
Ouch.
All right. With Blight, which I just realized, since technically all of my spells as a warlock are cast at my highest level.
Right.
This guy is gonna need to make a con saving throw.
Okay. 12.
Awesome. He fails, so he takes 8d8 necrotic.
Ooh.
Ouch. Nice.
It's 9, 10, 11, 19, 22, 27, 28 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
Damn. You unleash the spell upon it, and the flames are burning hot and bright as it's looking down upon its prey. Then all of a sudden, they just sort of shrink as the white hot flames turn into a sort of this red, hard, just barely flickering upon it. It's this blade just tears the energy from it. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. I'm staying.
I'm done.
I am staying a good distance away. But I'm good.
All right, Califers.
All right, let's see. I think I'm just gonna like the rock guys. He's pretty damaged, right?
Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
Like he's looking pretty bad. I think I'm gonna poke him. Just give him a good old poke.
He's a very
A
potent
couple of
dude.
pokes.
That's what everybody needs.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna poke him with my rapier.
Okay.
Let's see. I got a 19.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah.
And so I got a 2 plus 3, that's 5.
5 points.
And then I'm gonna
damage.
poke him again with my second attack.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I need to roll a d20 for my second attack, or is it just
Yes.
one d20?
Yeah.
I do need to roll a d20. Okay, I got a 6.
Okay, so 6 plus 6 is 12. No, that will not hit.
Darn.
Anything else for your turn?
Let's see. Good old Chris, he gets a special thing, but as long as people aren't close to him, is that what happened? I think you guys were breaking up whenever you explained that.
No, I misread it anyway. I get sneak attack if you're threatening him anyway, but I also get it if there's no one within 5 feet of me. So it doesn't matter.
Ah.
Ignore me.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. I think because they're gonna attack soon, can I like back up a little bit?
If you back up, he's going to get an attack on you.
Oh yeah, true. Because that's like a retreat. All right, I'm gonna stand my ground
Okay.
and fight to the end.
Do you want to use any of your bardic inspirations by chance?
Oh shoot, yeah, I can do that. Let's see.
I just want to hear the slide whistle. That's all.
You just want to hear the slide whistle. Let's see. Gosh dang, what are my bardic inspirations again? Where are they? Da. Let's see. Oh, that one won't help. I could use combat inspiration,
You could.
and players can get the inspiration and use it in a damage roll or against an attack. So, you know, if they do start swinging at us, we'd be... what is it? Advantage? What is it?
They get to use your inspiration die as additional damage in an attack they make.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that just melee attack, or would that include spell attack damage?
I would think it would include spell because it doesn't say melee.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
All right. So does that mean I play my little slide whistle, and then everybody gets awesome inspiration, just like mid battle, playing the slide whistle.
You get to pick one person.
Whipping out the
to be-
slide whistle.
Yeah, you get to pick one person to give that to.
Oh, okay. Gosh, one person.
Yeah, I think it's one person who can hear you within feet or something like that.
Okay, so I can probably pick how many feet?
Each
Like-
square is 5.
So 5.
Pretty much
So-
anybody in your party.
So that would only be like, Chris, or Kevin.
No, Zam would be within your radius too.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I can only pick one person. That's lame. That's lame. I don't want to play favorites. I love you all. I'm gonna pick good old Chris because he's kind of in between two dudes. So yeah.
Okay, so how do you inspire him?
Slide, whistle.
I'm gonna inspire him with oh goodness, with some good old Titanic, some good.
Zan looks on, amazed.
That is awesome.
Look at those eyebrows.
Okay.
Paint me like one of your French girls, Jen.
All right, Chris, you're going to get a D8 inspiration die, which you can use to add to damage attacks, or I think you can also use it if somebody attacks you can use it to reduce their attack roll. So.
Cool.
Sweet.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's going to bring us to Kevin. Actually, you just beat the rest of the group here, so.
Yeah.
Arthur hates fire. He knows what it does to ships on the sea, and you can see that this is flipping him out. He's just acting out and crazily like a spaz, just sticking this what looks to be a fire something with his trident. He swings twice, getting a 14, which turns into a 22, and a 12 that turns into a 20.
Definitely, both are going to be hits.
All right. So with that, let me find this guy. There we go. These are D6. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's going to be 17 points total with the 2 jabs of the trident.
Ouch.
Nice.
This thing is definitely having a hard time holding its position right now. It just seems like what's left of it's just a little bit of flames and ash dripping from this body. Does not look good.
I would also like to take, if I could, after I stick it, I'd also like to just move 10 feet over.
Okay.
Which will, if anybody has a saving throw, I'm going to use my Aura of Protection, which is just a passive power for anybody within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
Excellent.
Sweet.
So you jabbed this thing twice and sort of stepped off to the side, keeping your eyes upon it.
Absolutely.
And it in turn turns towards you. Its fiery eyes catching hold of you. It rears back and just lets loose this ungodly sound. And it starts to swing down upon you. Alright, I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Yes, my AC is a total of 20, I believe.
Okay, so you're going to get hit twice here. And you're going to take 15 points of fire damage altogether.
Copy.
Let's see, Earth Elemental. He's been poked a lot. He's not real happy. Who's the attack, though? Oh no, MK! This mound of what's left of loose rock and rubble turns to you and starts to swing its badass fist towards you.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
14.
That's gonna hit. Oh, and a crit.
Ooh, no. It was nice playing with you guys.
I rolled shit the entire game until just now. So, 6 for the first hit. 10. And 14 for the second.
Oof.
This thing
How you doing, Caliphus?
I'm doing all right. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I've got a dent in my skull, but what's 6 plus 14?
Is Caliphus the one? Are you right next to me, by the way? Are you the one next to me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Am I able to use my protection, which is when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Absolutely, you can.
So, can I get you to re-roll that crit?
You can. There's 14.
Sweet.
Does a 14 hit you still, MK?
My AC is 14.
Okay, so you're still gonna get hit, but you're only gonna take 6 points of damage this time.
Ooh. 6 points. Oh,
That's
oh
better.
boy.
Excellent. Good use.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This mess of water just sorts flowing around the ground towards goal.
Ooh.
It's going to attack at disadvantage because of my cloak.
Okay. Yeah, because you had to get one of those cloaks of displacement, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Also the bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, I can use that as well.
Alright. So that's gonna miss. The 20 still gonna hit you, I'm assuming?
Can I use that inspiration, see if I can reduce that a bit?
You can.
Is it a D8?
Yes.
Nice.
So it's going to take it down to a 16, which I believe misses. Let me double check.
Mhm.
Yeah, my AC is 17.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Whew.
So it's
So
swinging,
feeling
for these.
inspired by the slide whistle. I just
Yeah.
dance around it.
Nice. Okay. So these warriors and hooded figures go raving after each other and end up taking a couple losses on each of their own sides.
No.
And as these hooded figures collapse, you see from their mouths like these motes of dust just seem to pour forth from their mouths between their lips up into the air and scatter like a good 5 feet around them as they each perish and slowly lands on top of them. Looks like dust almost.
Wow.
The fighters that are around them end up going to like these coughing fits. They don't look like they're like too terribly put off by it, but it definitely affects them. Sid,
That's weird.
your turn.
All right. I am going to. So everyone of our elemental friends here is still up.
Yes, they are.
Who's looking the worst right now?
The Earth Elemental appears to be the one with the hardest time keeping itself together.
Okay. 10, 20. Let me move a little bit closer here, but only a little bit. And I will go ahead and cast Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
With my boon from my patron, however, I do get to be 2d8 radiant damage, but I do get to add a +5 to that with the boon of my patron.
Nice.
Nice.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
His best saving throw.
Ooh.
No, not even. How's a 0 treat you?
Yes. All right. So he will take
Poor Earth Elemental.
2d8, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 5, so 14 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty. How does that look?
Let's see. That looks, again, book in hand, just finger out and burn, and just bright celestial energy like pulses out and burns around him.
Nice. Burn.
Burn.
Anything else for your turn?
Actually, honestly, Caliphus, how are you really?
Oh, I'm good.
Sure?
I'm feeling pretty good, but that fire thing you did.
Well,
But I've got wiggle room.
all right. You let me know, and I do have some healing available, so I'll hold off for now. Then, if you're all right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Alright, then we'll go to Gull. Gull, how are you going to pronounce that?
Yeah, However, he'll answer to anything. Zan, you are radiant as always.
Well.
I'm going to make one attack against the Earth Elemental, firstly.
Okay.
Which will be a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Cool, and that will be sneak attack.
Yeah.
So that's 11 plus another 7, so 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I don't want to be caught between these two guys. Due to my fancy footwork, because I made a melee attack against him, he doesn't get to make opportunity attacks against me.
Nice.
So I'll move away from him just around the side of this wet blanket over here.
Okay.
I use my extra attack on him.
Okay.
Which is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And my bonus action attack is a 12 to hit. I don't know if that'll hit or not.
12. That will not hit.
Cool. So the first one, just 8 points of piercing. Why is that not added? Oh, it has added. Yeah, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Which I assume just feels like stabbing water.
It does, actually. You drive that rapier into it. There's a little bit of give. You know, it not quite like sinking into flesh, but there's some resistance. But you definitely feel like you've made some contact with it.
Cool.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's the lot. That's what I do.
All right.
What you do best.
How about you,
Literally
Slide
the
Whistle?
only thing I do.
What you up to, Slide Whistle?
I'm looking up some spells, making sure I know how to use them right. I think it's about time that I might maybe use a spell, maybe.
Yeah.
If I feel like it. Hey, how's the rock elemental? He's still up and kicking?
He is.
Oh, really? What a jerk. Let's see. Well, let's see.
Fuck him up, Cal!
He looks back and he gives her a good a thumbs up. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna poke him again.
Okay.
And then I'll use my spell after he's hopefully dead. Maybe, hopefully. Let's see. I rolled a 9.
9 plus what? 6? You add your rolls.
I believe. Let me check.
Dexterity bonus plus proficiency bonus, which is 3. So whatever your dexterity bonus is.
Ooh. My dexterity bonus is 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 15 is not going to hit.
Dang. Okay, I'll try again.
Okay.
I got an 11.
11 plus 6. That will just hit.
Yes.
Nice.
I stroke his face with the sword, just enough to give him a little cut.
A loving stroke.
You always hurt the ones you love. But yeah, so Caliphris is gonna just F him up again. Let's see, D8.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got an 8.
Okay, so 11 points of
My life
damage.
is perfect. 8 plus 3,
Okay.
so that's 11.
So this thing's like rearing down upon you, and its face is lingering, just right there in front of you. And you just sort of step back and drive this rapier up into its gall. And it stops for a second and just starts to crumble around your sword.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And it is
Does it like fall apart into like lots of little rocks?
It does.
I'm gonna kick the rocks and go, ha, bitch.
It is no more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else for your turn?
I think that'll be it.
Okay. So it's going to take us to Mr. Kevin.
So after flicking my trident enough to make a critical hit turn in just a normal one, the trident spins in my hand, and I'm going to stick this fire monster twice right in his belly.
Nice.
Nice.
That's going to be a 23 and a 20.
Yeah.
Just barely hits.
Okay. Oh, 2 1's great. But he will take 10 total points.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
He's definitely not looking good. It's just,
I hate fire.
Yeah, this whirlwind of flame and cinder is slowly becoming smaller in front of you. But it's definitely still up. Anything else for your turn?
I'm screaming at the people in the field to have at them. Keep fighting. Have at them.
Okay. I think it's Elemental's turns now.
Oh boy.
Start with Mr. Fire Elemental here.
Shields up.
2 attacks against you. 21 should hit you, right?
21 hits. I'm at right at 20.
Okay. You're going to take 5 fire damage. Not too bad.
Just a little smolder. We'll be all right. Throw a blanket on me.
Cut that out.
Then we have the Water Elemental up here with Gall. Let's see. It sort of looks upon you and just decides to enter your space. And this choking wall of water just envelops you.
Oh, shit.
Just make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay. That's a 10.
A 10. Okay. You end up taking 13 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing's water wraps around you and rock and debris just sort of like lacerates you.
Oh no.
You are restrained right now.
Wow. Okay.
If we attack this water elemental, are we attacking Gaul as well?
Not technically, no.
Okay.
Okay, so the other people are going to go here. So we have a couple cultists fall. These ones move down. So again, there are a couple of these hooded figures fall to the ground. It's the same thing. These strange dust motes just coming from their mouths as they perish. This lasts a few seconds, but it's definitely noticeable. It's almost like you take one of them puff mushrooms and you pop it and it just puffs up into the air.
Oh shit.
Sid, back up to you.
All right. If I feel like I can, I want to go after the water elemental, another sacred flame.
Okay.
I just don't want to hit Gaul. Hold on. Cast another sacred flame. Needs to make a dex save.
13.
He fails, so he'll take again the 2d8, 6, 4 plus that 5 radiant, so 15 radiant damage.
Ooh, nice. Very cool.
And through the water, you hear, "Hold on!"
Yeah. So the water that you're wrapped in, Chris, just becomes illuminated all of a sudden.
Ah.
Anything else for your turn?
Arthur, how are you looking? Oh.
I'm great. I hate fire.
Okay. Again, just, raise our hands if we need healing, and I can help out there, so, just let me know.
I'll scream at you when I need you.
Sounds good. All right, I'm good then. That's my turn.
Okay. That's going to take us to Chris. I guess you're going to try
Cool.
to attempt to break free, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm guessing I can't breathe or anything like that.
No, you cannot.
So, no. Is it a strength saving throw to break free?
Yes,
How's
it
it
is.
work? Yeah. Oh, this is not going to go well. But let's try. No.
You do
I'm
not
still-
succeed.
No, I am not a strong man.
Nope. Here's like anything else you can do now.
No, that's about it.
Shoot.
Okay, that's going to take us to MK.
Hold your breath.
All right.
Yeah, working on it.
Okay. This might work in theory. Let me run it by you guys. Can I express a plan before I implement it? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So here's what I was thinking. Cast hold person on the water elemental. I've got a ring of water walking. I'm gonna like stand like on the elemental's feet and reach in and try to pull him out.
Okay.
So first
That's
time,
amazing.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Let's see. How do I do this? Casting time, 1 action. Okay. Oh crap! But if it's my action, then I can't run up to him and grab him, can I?
I like it so much. You can go and do it.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. How do I do this? The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. Okay. So is the Wisdom against my Wisdom?
Against your DC, spellcasting DC.
Okay.
Should
Spellcasting
should be at the
DC.
top of your sheet with your spells on it.
Yeah. So it'll be a 16.
16. It fails.
Yes. All right.
All right. So Caliphus is gonna run up. Hold on! I got you. Don't drown! And kind of stand on. I don't know. Are its knees good and bent? Has it got a good posture?
Doesn't really
Is it
have
standing
knees.
up straight, or is it like? Ugh? I'm just gonna kind of put my feet wherever they can kind of get good resistance. Maybe 1 foot up on it, and I'm gonna reach in to the water elemental and like start grasping for him.
Okay, well, go ahead and make me a strength check for me then. D20 plus your strength modifier.
Come on.
Which is bad.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Ooh, I got a 4.
Okay, well, you grab a hold of him. He isn't budging by any means, but looks like he's still drowning.
Weird. I thought that would change.
No, not yet. I think it's pretty much burned all your actions for this turn, plus some.
Yeah.
Mr. Kevin, how would you like to do?
With my Trident of Fish command, I can attempt to dominate any beast that has an innate movement mode as swimming. And I just looked up this water elemental. Apparently, he can swim. So at a DC 15, I am going to try and dominate. I'm going to point my trident at him and try and dominate him with the trident first.
Okay.
And then I'll stick the fire beast. So he has advantage from what I understand.
Okay.
So it's a DC 15.
Is that a charisma save, I'm assuming?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, I'm sorry. With advantage. 18.
So he makes it.
Okay.
And then with that same trident, flip it over again and stick the fire elemental.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 13 total.
That will hit.
All right. Total of 7 more.
All right.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
Negative. Nope. I'm just going to square up on this elemental and try and turn him to cinders.
All right. So at the start of the elemental's turn, even though he can't move, Gaul's still embodied inside of him. You're going to go and take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you're choking on water.
Okie dokie.
But it
Not my favorite.
can't really act this turn, I believe. So that will be the. It probably gets a saving throw too, does it not, MK?
Yeah, it needs to do another saving throw
So
when its turn comes up.
it's wisdom, right?
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Nice.
5. Okay, it fails again. So that's going to be its turn. Okay. And these guys move forward to the fire elemental. After cutting down the last of the robed figures. And 1 hits.
Hey.
Still up, but they tried their hardest. So it's going to take us to the top of the round. Sid.
All right. Caliphus has me considering crazy things. Okay. We gotta get him out of there. Could I run up, stick my hand through, get a hold of Gaul, and dimension door out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's cool.
All right. So we're gonna...
Wait, is that gonna teleport me? Because I'm touching him as well. How does that work?
I can only take one person. Okay. One other person of my size. You don't happen to be large or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
But leave me. I'll wash my hands in the water elemental.
All right. Then I'm gonna go on in. Do I need to go around, or could I reach him through here, or?
You need to go around.
Around? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna share a space with you here for a moment, Cal. Excuse me, Cal. Pardon me, Cal. Oh. 1 moment. Reach through, grab Gaul, and we're gonna go back and go up to what? Up to 500 feet. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to... We're just going to pop over here then.
Where's over here?
Over here. Far back enough to get out of the way. But,
I'll drop myself next to you.
I got
Cool.
you.
Oh, cheers, man.
No problem. I have control issues.
You can breathe now, though. All right.
My hair is ruined.
Can I do a bonus action? Can I heal him?
You should have a bonus action left, yeah.
Okay. I'll spend 2 of my radiant pool, 2d6s. 6. And 2, so I heal him for 8.
Cool, thank you.
All right. Speaking of, it's your turn, Chris.
Cool. Thank you. And back we go.
Maybe stay out of inside of it this time.
I will try. I was trying before. I'm gonna run over there, and I'm gonna go ham with my rapiers again.
Okay.
Just try and end this guy before he swallows me again. So first one's a 23.
Oh yeah.
Second one is a 10. Probably not.
No, not the second one.
And third one is a 26.
That will definitely hit.
Haha. 7 points of piercing for the first, and 7 for the second.
Nice.
Stab.
You make some more damage.
I didn't actually use all my movement, so I'm gonna, because I've hit him, he doesn't get an opportunity attack, so I'm gonna back away again. I don't want to get swallowed again.
Technically, you would got a sneak attack as well.
Oh, I would have got sneak attack as well. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, because Caliphus is right next to you.
Yeah. So another 7.
Okay.
All the 7s.
21 altogether. That's a nice little round.
Yeah, and then I get the hell out of there.
Get the hell out of that. Alrighty. Caliphus, it's your turn.
All right, I have a question. He's at least 15 feet close to me, right? Chris is?
Yeah. I'm 15 feet away from you, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly 15 feet. Oh,
correct.
Dang. I wanted to cast Thunderwave, but he's in that 15 feet. Can I move around him to put him out of the 15 feet so I can rotate?
Yeah, if you just want to move up one space, you'd be good.
I just move right here.
Yep.
All right, good.
Nice.
So now I'm gonna cast Thunderwave. Each creature in a 15-foot cube, originating from you, makes a Constitution saving throw. Okay. On a fail, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half and isn't pushed away. Okay. So
I definitely failed.
All right.
Nice.
So 2d8 thunder damage, and he's gonna be pushed away from me.
Nice.
I'm gonna. Come on, 8. Oh, I got a 4. Okay. First one was a 4.
Mhm.
Second one was a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
All right.
So
Darn, I
you
was hoping it was like Pokemon, you know, it'd be like weak to thunder.
basically just take the slide whistle out and just trill high on it. And just dust and leaves fly around you. Push this water elemental away from you.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
Calfrus is just kind of like gonna do a little dance on the spot to celebrate the successful thunder wave.
Okay.
I think
Doing the
that'll be
wave.
it.
Doing the wave.
And you have movement left too if you want to move as well.
Oh, I have movement left.
You have 25 feet of movement left if you want to move.
Maybe I'll move down, like closer to good old Chris. Is that good?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet, so.
Okay, so that was like 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. At least close enough, but not too close to the enemies.
Okay.
I'm a little squishy.
Yeah, I'm suddenly more intimidated by them than I was.
How about you, Kevin? What's up?
All right, so doing my best sewing machine impersonation, I'm just gonna keep jabbing at this thing over and over and over. It's going to be a 22 and a 10.
The 22 will definitely hit.
And oh, that's a good one. That's going to be 10 points of piercing.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
As I continue to stitch this dude.
Yeah.
He is hanging on death's door at this point.
Yes.
Okay, anything else for your turn, sir?
Nope, just squaring up.
Oh, okay. All right, it's going to be the elemental's turn. I'm going to do the fire elemental first here. Ooh, 19 and 18. I think those both miss him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 20 is his AC.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10.
Oh no!
Make me a strength saving throw there, MK.
Not this again.
Oh no.
Guess what? That's my worst one. Okay. I got an 18.
You passed.
Yeah.
All right, so you end up dodging out of the way of this thing. It's just trying to engulf you in itself.
Can I just say that Califrus does like a really cool looking like wah, wah, move
You
when he
do a
dodges out of the way?
backflip.
Yeah. No, wait, they're gonna make me do acrobatics check if I do that.
So
That's a joke nobody in chat will understand.
you just sort of squish out of this thing's body and get pushed away a little bit.
Okay.
So you're definitely not.
But it looks
caught
really
by-
cool.
It looks very cool. And these guys are going to attack. Can't find them. Here they are. There's 3 of them, right? Hit, miss, miss. Okay. He's still barely alive. Sid.
All right. So our fiery friend is on death's door. Yes. The fire elemental.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
It's like a stiff breeze moment at this point.
Excellent. I am going to move a little bit closer. Actually, I could get them both. Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
2 blasts, 1 at each of our elemental friends. Pull this up. So I need to do ranged attacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is a 27 on the water
Whoa!
Definitely a hit.
and a 17 to the fire.
And that one hits.
Excellent. Okay, so water takes 6 points of force damage.
Nice.
Fire takes 7 points of force damage.
You just sort of just focus on this water elemental, pushing that Eldritch Blast towards it and blowing like this gout of water from the side of it. You don't even look at the fire elemental. You just point its direction and it just explodes in cinders.
Like snuffing out a candle.
Yep.
Yep, it is no longer with us.
Yes.
Nice.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
Raise hands. No one's raising hands. If you don't raise your hand, you do not get healing. All right, then we're good.
All right, Chris.
Cool. Same again. I'm going to step in, take a few swipes, and then step back out again.
Okay.
Cautious. First one will be a 12 to hit. I guess that doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
No. Second will be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. And this one is sneak attack on it as well. So 8 plus 5, so 13 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Just kind of following that Eldritch Blast in. And the next one, final attack is a 16 to hit.
That will hit as well.
Sweet. That is another 10 points of piercing damage. And then I'm going to move way back from him.
Okay, so you go in and get a good couple stabs in it, and then GTFO.
Hell yeah. Op coward.
Coward. Good plan. Good plan.
Run away.
For being alive.
It's MK. You just,
Okay.
You just
Always
avoided
been
this
fun
thing
of
engulfing you. Now your
I
turn to
did.
react.
Okay. Oh goodness. I guess I should poke at it again.
Of course.
I mean, that's the logical choice, is to stab water. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to punch water, but it doesn't really work out that well.
Water punches back.
In this case, it does. Yeah, so I think let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just stab it with my rapier again.
Okay.
It's a winning
Please.
technique.
It's a winning technique. I got a 16.
Okay, that'll definitely hit.
All right. And then 1d8. I got a 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay. You have a second attack.
Oh shoot, I have a second attack. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm done. I got a 14.
Is that what you rolled?
Yep, that's 14, and then it's plus 3, right?
Plus 6.
It's
Plus 6.
plus 6.
Yeah, so that's 20.
Shoot fire.
20.
So it's 20.
Yep, 20 hits.
All right.
Nice.
So that's a 2 plus 3, so it's 5.
Nice.
Yeah. And we can all like assume we're all just like soaking now, right? Because we've been fighting a puddle this whole time. Like,
And water and excitement, yes.
Just up to my shoulder. Like, that's it, though. Just up to here.
But this is the first bath I've had in months. So I feel okay about it.
somebody
Gonna
throw a
smell
bar
a
of
little
soap
better.
in that guy.
I thought the aroma improved.
Marginally.
Anything else for you, MK?
And I can't back up or else he'll get an attack on me, right?
You
Can I like hop out?
You can, like you said, he will get an attack on you, though.
I'd rather him just regular attack me.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
All right, Arthur.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a little bit of soap for him. I'm gonna drag the tip of my spear through the embers and ash of this fallen fire elemental, do a 360, and throw my trident at the water elemental.
Nice.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a 19.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, let me see. I just want to make sure I know what the damage is on the thrown portion. It's going to be 1d6 plus 4. All right. So, he is going to take 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I will I will move up to him and draw the spear that I have.
Okay.
And now, is that one interaction enough to where I can now stick this guy with my spear?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. That won't work. That's an 11.
No, that will not work.
Yep. And so now I'll take my motion and I'll just square up against this water elemental, spear and shield in hand.
Okay.
Sweet.
Does not get his engulf back. So he won't be swallowing anybody this round.
Thank goodness.
Excellent.
He feels that trident rip through him and sort of turns to look at you. Sort of dodges away out of that spear, then decides to counterattack you. So he's going to make a couple slam attacks on you. And misses both.
Yes.
Arthur loves water. He's fond of the water. Doesn't want to hurt me.
Yeah. Goal was fond of water.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can't quite get there. Okay, so the knights go to attack. And both miss. Sid.
All right. Let's get that Eldritch Blast back on. Both of them straight at him. Poom poom. Natural 20!
Oh, yeah.
And a 19 plus... yeah, that's another 27, so that should hit as well.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so for the crit,
Nice.
7, so 14. And then the second blast, a 4. So 18 altogether.
All right. How would you like to finish this thing off?
Yes!
Nice.
I just want both to blast straight through him and just sort of shatter everyone on all sides with water.
Okay.
With droplets falling out of the sky still for 30 seconds.
Make it rain.
These
Make it rain!
These two Hadouken-like Eldritch Blasts go flying towards it, and the Force just sort of parts it down the middle like Moses in the Red Sea. And water goes flying on either side of it, just drenching the Bard and the Paladin and a couple of weary soldiers that are standing next to it, just
Sorry!
a gale of water.
Sorry!
But that is the end of our initiative round.
Woo!
Woohoo!
That went
My-
okay.
My arms are outstretched, welcoming the water droplets.
I'm like wringing my hair out.
And I will retrieve my trident at this time.
Okay. Yeah, you find that easily enough.
Oh.
So, you guys have survived this little combat encounter. This knight down at the bottom here between Zahn and Arthur. So he's breathing heavily, just covered in blood. Around like his nostrils and his face is like that dust. Looks like he might have inhaled it. He looks a little wiry-eyed, but not too worse for the wear.
Are you alright, sir?
Attacks are getting more vicious. Thank you.
Of course. Where did they come from?
Someone from the northeast. I've never seen him come like this before. Nothing like this.
Have you wounded? How can we help?
Halor looks behind him, and you see the bodies of the 6 you originally saw that were fighting. Pretty mutilated. Probably gone. And next to each of the elementals, you see one body that's still caught flame, and there's that singe of flesh and blood filling the air.
Lovely.
And the one next to what's left of the earth elemental is just pulverized paste in the dirt.
Any chance that I could lay on hands on the knight that she's speaking to and expend 5 points to try and cure if it's a disease or a poison that he inhaled?
You may certainly try.
All right, so I'll expend a level
Yeah.
and try to neutralize poison.
Okay.
And he's looking at the dead bodies, right?
Yeah.
All right, Calipers is gonna kind of reach over and be like, "Hey, man, why don't you take a seat? You know, like we don't need to. Don't look at that. You know, just kind of trying to get him to like sit down."
He starts to drop to one knee, and Arthur's got his hand on his shoulder. He lets out this one breath, and it's just this white plume erupts from his lips and expels from his body, like chalk from an eraser that's been beaten.
Oh.
I flinch and back up
Yeah.
a bit.
Me too.
I hold my breath.
The next breath he takes seems to be more at ease, as if he's drawing a cleaner breath. And he lowers to one knee.
Praise Ostrom.
He looks very tired all of a sudden. And he's now keeping his eyes averted from the bodies of his fellow militiamen. Where did you all come from?
We just came in with the caravan.
Well, there ain't much of us left now, but we appreciate it.
Please, we're at a loss here. What's been happening?
First it started with goblins. Hobgoblins, trolls, ogres. And all these things. Every few days they test us, they push us. We ain't gonna last another one.
Have you sent scouts out and know where they're coming from?
We sent out a few late mates, maybe a week ago. I ain't never heard no tell of them before. Sent one back to Verberbonk for some help, because we're losing people so quick.
Have you
Alright.
tried leaving the town?
Where are we gonna go?
Anywhere but here, clearly.
I mean, this is our homes. Who's gonna protect our children?
Well, for now, we will. Right?
Is there going to be more of these things? Because that wasn't fun.
I can't promise there's not gonna be.
Arthur will nod in affirmation to the comment, "We will." And he gets up and he's going to go and get the bodies of the fallen knights and try to at least line them up on the field.
Okay. So, a couple of the other gentlemen that are standing next to you actually follow you in turn and start to assist you in doing so.
I'd like to inspect some of the fallen that were sort of spouting that
Okay.
chalkiness. I'm gonna hold my breath though, which I can
Okay.
do indefinitely.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, just maybe see where it possibly came from. Sort of the course it took.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check on them.
So 14 plus 6, so that's a 20.
Okay.
Oh, actually, but since I got my headband of intellect, that goes up a little bit. So that'll be a 21.
21. Okay, so on the various corpses that have been left over, you do find a few, maybe a handful of 5 gold pieces upon them, but they seem very sparse. Just carrying these black daggers, and around their necks they have very simple chains, but hanging from them are symbols of what you would recognize is of the elements. There's fire, water, earth. None of them seem to be, and they're not all the same. They're all mixed together, but obviously they're working in tandem with each other. Go ahead and make me a nature check for the rest of the stuff.
Okay. That I'm not so good at. But a 19.
19?
Plus 4, so 20. 22. I'm on great, guys. Wow.
You're holding your breath and looking down at this, and you actually take one of the daggers and sort of just scrape it along the cheek. Take a look at this. It looks similar to spores, which you can best equate it to.
Mm-hmm.
Like fungus would have.
All right. I will collect all that stuff. You can give it to the appropriate people later. Can I sort of pouch this, or I don't want this fungus getting near anybody else, but just even like a little vial or something, put that together so we can figure that out later.
Sure.
All right.
Say one vial of spores.
Vial of spores. All right.
Everybody should have one.
Makes you a real
I've got
fun
one.
guy.
I happen to have this vial of spores. All right. I'll kind of circle back to the group. Whatever this was, it seems organic. Like a fungus of some kind.
Yeah. Mushrooms are awful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan myself, but I mean, this
It's
is,
like a field.
well, it's a little deadlier than that, it seems. Have any of you heard of a fungus that could do this? Can I turn to the guard? Is this something that grows naturally nearby?
Oh, I've lived here all my life and never seen anything like that. I mean, we have puffballs like most other forests, but it doesn't take a person over.
Yeah, I haven't seen a puffball do that before. I'll hold on to this for safekeeping for now, I guess.
And they said that they were coming from the west. They're all coming from one direction.
Northeast, I think they
Northeast,
said.
yeah.
Northeast.
I'd like to inspect the battlefield, the bodies, and everything on it, just to see if there's anything that I can glean from it.
As you're looking at this battlefield, you get the same intentions that the knight had spoken of. It looks like it's been quite readily used over the last few days. What you're gathering is whatever's coming, it's as if they're testing the defenses of the town.
I'll articulate that to the group. This looks like probes. This looks like some sort of group, army, whatever you want to call them, is probing the defenses of this town. At some point, they're going to figure out a way to do away with everybody in this land.
Okay. So, what's so
Why?
special about this town?
Yes, it's
a-
quaint, I
it's a
suppose, but
shithole.
It's a great question.
No offense, man who lives in the town, but it's a shithole.
I mean, if it weren't for you all, I still wouldn't have this shithole to call home.
Is there anything we should know about this place? Why would anybody be trying to
No,
assault you?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
is there somewhere in particular that they've tried to go? when on this attack, did they have a go point in mind, somewhere that they seem to focus on in their attacks?
Well, when they were first pushing in, it seems like we had to set up defenses around the chapel at St. Cuthbert. They seem quite adamant on taking it. It's been a few weeks since they've tried, though, now.
Is the chapel still standing?
Oh, aye, it's still standing. Worse for wear, but... Definitely they were trying.
Seems like a good place to start.
What would I roll to see if he's like lying or anything? Is that insight?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna roll for insight.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 4, and since it's got a check mark, I add my proficiency bonus, right, and my wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's 3 plus 3, right? Because it would be proficiency bonus and the bonus I get from wisdom.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
So what'd you roll
So
altogether?
that's 10.
10 altogether. Through... I wouldn't say it's fear at this point. He's still sort of running on adrenaline. But you don't sense any misgivings in his words. Doesn't seem to try to be hiding anything. Being as honest as he can be about the situation, while very confused himself.
What do you do in the town? Do you just live here?
One of the militiamen.
Who's in charge here?
I guess for the time being, I am.
I think we need a better plan than just defense.
What would you suggest?
I think we need to figure out what they want.
Who keeps the chapel?
It's Cuthbert. I had this written down too, now I can't find it. It says Kindness Uday. She keeps it.
What was her name?
Canoness Uday.
Has she how long has she lived here?
She's been here most of her life that I remember.
Maybe we should speak to Canoness Uday, see if she knows anything about the chapel that you might not know.
I think it's time to bring these weary men back to town and figure things out there.
Okay.
I agree.
Let's come up with a plan. Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys, along with the rest of the knights, cart these bodies towards the center of town. Towards the chapel, I should say. Pull the horses and what little supplies you have with you, behind you.
Oh yeah, the caravan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have supplies with you. And you guys...
Although they're not ours.
Yeah. Well, technically, who knows? So you park them there for the time being, and step out in front of the chapel. And I think this would probably be as good as time as any to go ahead and take maybe 10-minute break. You guys okay with that?
Fine by me.
Alright, so go get a drink, smoke if you got them. We'll be back very shortly.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Yep. right, we are back. We had some fun while on the break. We had some whiskey and some wine and celebrated.
Yay!
Celebrating not dying.
Celebrated not dying. Well,
Yeah, in the first encounter.
I died quite a bit that last encounter, but... So you guys decide what you want to do.
So what time of day is it currently?
It is just after midday, so we're looking closer
Alright.
to 1, 2 o'clock.
Maybe not time to go to sleep yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can kind of... I would like to take a short rest if possible, just kind of...
Yes, please.
Maybe while Arthur is kind of gathering up the dead bodies, I'll sit and nurse my wounds.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, so you guys just kind of camp outside of the...
Yeah, I'll
place
just quickly roll a couple of hit dice if that's alright.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get my spells back. Yay, warlocks.
All right, real quick.
Mhm.
Help me completely understand how a short rest works, because I think I have an idea in my head, but I think that idea is wrong.
Okay, so during a short rest, there are some class abilities that replenish during a short rest, like a warlock's spellcasting. I'm not sure if it affects your bard stuff. I think most of that's long rest, if I remember correctly.
I'll have a quick look for you.
But during a short rest, you have the option to expend hit dice to regain health. So you should have, I think, 8d6 to spend, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it's d6s or d8s for bards. I think it's
A
d8.
bard is D8 for a
D8.
bard.
Yeah.
And your
Yeah.
inspiration is long rest only.
Okay.
Oh wait, there is a possibility to get it back after a short rest though. Check. I don't know if you've got it.
So if you lost some hit points and you'd like to regain some, you can spend from that pool of 8d8. You can spend as many as you want, as few as you want, however you want to. You don't have to spend any.
So I could just do 8d8 and not have any more hit dice, and
Yeah, kind of spend them one at a time so you get some
yeah.
health that you're happy with. Are you a Valor bard? What kind of bard are you?
Yeah, I'm a Valor Bard.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's long rest for your
It's long rest. Okay.
inspiration. Yeah.
I've been chipped off a little bit of health.
You can
But
just
not-
do 1 or 2 if you want.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm-
for example,
okay.
I've spent 2 and I'm back up to almost full now.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spend like 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Just
add
to-
your Constitution modifier to it.
Pardon?
You add your Constitution modifier to the roll as well.
Okay. That's 1. So I got a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2.
Yep.
Believe it or not.
Hey.
So then I go up by 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
got
for
a
the
1 for my
explanation.
first roll too.
The way it goes.
Yes. I'm back to almost full now, so I'm happy.
If there's anybody that needs the laying on of hands, I'm here for you.
Could have said that earlier.
I've got a
was-
little pool of health regaining as well, so.
I was lost in thought.
But you have to raise your hand.
You were burying bodies, it's fine.
To raise your hand and ask very nicely.
I have a question. How big are Arthur's hands? Are we talking like really big? Like if you're gonna lay your hands on us, are we gonna be comforted, or is it just gonna be like?
Or are we going to be terrified by the fact that your hands are like bigger than our head?
There's somewhere in between alien hands and Trump hands, all right? So
That's some variance.
Yeah,
That's
that
very varied. So
Arthur is quite average in hand length. So you will not be alarmed.
I don't think we've established what race is everybody.
no, yeah, we haven't done a
Oh,
full
yeah.
description either, have we?
is. Technically, no.
Who wants to go first?
Goal is a human with fantastic hair. Human man with fantastic hair.
Well, he's not looking like a wet dog.
We're gonna have a hair off you because Arthur's got fantastic white flowing locks himself, sir.
Oh,
Ooh.
excellent. Goals are auburn locks.
Mhm.
Auburn locks. Zan is an air genasi.
Ooh, I like.
So she has her hair cut very short on the sides,
and long white hair sort of swooping back in this lovely little faux hawk. But along behind her ears are these sort of translucent crystals that grow out along her scalp. And she is blue.
You grow crystals out of your skull?
I grow crystals out of my skull.
Are they worth anything?
Do you really want to try and find out?
I do not. Perhaps a rogue somewhere else would look at that.
I feel like Gaul has possibly tried at some point.
And he just received a smack.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
Yes. No. And if you know, Arthur is human, so. Human. Or am I dancer?
Oh,
God.
shoot.
Oh.
Come on, you got that. I know you.
I just know Caliphus has amazing eyebrows. That's all I know.
Yeah, Caliphus
Amazing
has like
eyebrows.
shoulder length hair, and he is the like I'm talking like crisp lines. I'm talking like impossibly
On fleek
amazing
eyebrows.
Yes, they are on fleek. So Caliphus's eyebrows are really his defining feature.
Such sexy eyebrows. I'm an eyebrow man.
Said nobody ever.
I always tend to use them as like a defense mechanism, you know, like if you like they're like real thin, you're just like, yeah, she's crazy, you know. you don't bother with her.
Oh man,
I love it.
If they're big and bushy, like I don't think she takes care of herself. Okay, so you guys are outside the Citadel of St. Cuthbert. Healing up, licking your wounds. Yeah, do you decide if you're going to go in and speak? Going to go another route?
I would like to roll a religion check, if I may.
Okay.
It's one of my skills, and that'll be a 24 total.
Okay.
Duh.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to ascertain if this truly is a place where St. Cuthbert is worshipped.
Mhm.
I would imagine I have some sort of idea of who St. Cuthbert is.
Right.
I just want to make sure that, you know, given my best vibe, is this an actual place of worship or not? Or you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Looking over the structure and some of the folks that are sort of frequenting it, you believe, yes, this actually is a place of worship for St. Cuthbert. It looks like it might be more of a stand-in hospital for the time being, based on the attacks lately. So definitely is not a false. It doesn't appear to have any sort of falsification.
Excellent.
What was the name of the gentleman that was fighting with us? The one that we were speaking to earlier. Did we even ask his name?
I don't think we did.
You didn't.
I'm so sorry, sir. What is your name?
Willem, ma'am.
Willem. I'm only going to imagine him speaking like on the phone now.
I'm like,
Sorry. Where, I suppose, would we find Canonis?
she should be inside. She tends to the people nowadays. A lot of hurt folks around here.
What does she look like?
She's late 40s, graying hair, thin.
All right. Should we find this priest?
I think so.
Maybe she can give us a better idea of why Hamlet's being attacked in the first place.
Seems as good an idea as any.
Well, all right. I'll stand up and head on into...
I'll open the door for the group.
Okay.
I'll hold it as people enter and go.
Okay. So you guys enter the, I'm going to say it's more like a cathedral at this point. the stained glass light focusing on the floor. Just a little bit of the dust motes in the air, multicolored. And what were pews now seem to have been pushed to the sides, and there's many bodies laying upon them in various states of injury. As I said, it's been made more into a hospital at this point to treat wounded. There are a few robed figures who seem to be moving between the bodies, changing bandages, giving water, administering food, or healing of some sorts. And at the altar, there does appear to be a woman matching the description that Willem had given. She seems to be poring over a book at the time being. I'm not sure what she's reading, but doesn't seem to pay much mind to you.
Can I try something crazy?
Yes, please.
Does it involve your slide whistle?
It just might. Caliphus is gonna go, kind of, like looking around this little cathedral. Is it like quaint? Is it nice? Is it Gucci?
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
More
Caliphus
proud
is
of
gonna
Gucci.
go up to the.
This is a church in a small village, so.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Caliphus is gonna go up to the altar and just kind of kneel, clutching his slide whistle, and he's gonna say a silent prayer to what's the god?
Saint Cuthbert.
Saint Cuthbert.
Saint Cuthbert.
All right, Caliphus is gonna say a little prayer, Saint yeah, and and he's gonna try to ask that god for help with as much persuasion as he can.
While Califrix is asking for persuasion, Arthur will expend all of his first level slots and do as many cure light wounds on the first 4 people he comes into contact with.
Okay, cool. We'll go to Caliphus first. I'll tell you what, go ahead and roll me a insight check.
An insight check?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I got a 7.
Got a 7?
I was kind of praying for a 20.
Do you have any additions to that roll?
Yeah. I have, let's see, wisdom. So, +6. So, 7 + 6 is...
Like 30?
13.
Oh,
13.
Yeah, 13. What question are you asking?
I'm just, gonna try to get, maybe some advice from this being, some insight on what's going on here, because if anyone would know, a god would know.
True.
Maybe.
Maybe. So you kneel, clutching your slide whistle to your heart. And in your most earnest inner voice, make this appeal to the heavens. Seems quiet. But you have a feeling inside you, welling up in your breast. And you have a feeling that an ancient enemy has drawn near. That's all you seem to pull from it.
Okay. I'm going to relay this to everyone else. Hey guys, I got a bad feeling about this.
You think?
I just get this feeling like there's like an ancient enemy that's drawing near to us. I feel like this is a big bad, you guys. We should be real careful.
Duly noted. Where exactly did you garner this information?
Just trying to talk to gods, as it is.
Arthur will stiffen up from one of the beds. We should pay heed to this sign, this omen. There could be dark times ahead. and we need to be prepared. And being prepared means we need to get as much information as we can and find out what's happening here.
Could we
That I
maybe
can agree
get
with.
the information from people and not the voices in Califris's head?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure that was a god or perhaps your actual slide whistle talking to you. So I'll.
No offense, Califris.
No, none
Oh
at
my
all.
gosh. Califris is just kind of like,
Arthur will look at you with a serious, knowing tone, just in agreement with what you were saying.
see, Arthur gets it.
I'll walk over to Canonis. Try not to interrupt her, but maybe see if we can speak with her for a moment.
Okay, so you approach her.
Yes.
She is poring over this book, and as you draw near, glancing at it, it seems to be just some sort of inventory list at this point. Going over supplies for bandages and herbs, things to help out with the nature of what's going on right now. She looks up to you with these steely blue eyes, sort of brushing the white locks from her face. She doesn't look like she's ancient, but it does look like she may have prematurely gone white.
Hello.
Hello.
My friends and I, we've came across the village bringing supplies when we came across the scene from before. We would like to aid you in any way that we can. We really don't understand what's happened.
I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on, to be honest with you. We could always use help. People are hurting here.
We would be happy to aid. Myself and another one of my companions could help with healing. We would also like to lend ourselves to defending the village if possible, but I feel like we just need to get as much information as we can first. Why do you... We've been told that the attacks have centered on this cathedral. Do you know why?
I have my suspicions. Can't really prove anything.
We're all ears.
Some decade ago, something similar happened here. Monsters from the east, drawn from the temple. And they were beaten back then. They thought they were gone. It appears that, at least in my eyes, they may have returned.
Returned from where?
There's a temple several miles from here to the east. It was taken over by an elemental cult. She seems to pore over her own words as if trying to make sense of them.
Can I roll a religion check to see if I've heard of this temple in any sort of conversations?
Absolutely.
18 total.
Yeah, you know, at least from stories, that roughly 10 to 12 years ago, this temple of elemental evil had arisen. Originally had been several different factions of elemental fanatics, each drawing worshipped to the various elemental deities. They had been beaten at a battle, which honestly escapes my memory at this point, but had been beaten there by combined forces from kingdoms of Hurundi, Verbabank, and Selene. And a lot of the activity had grown quiet since then. There were occasional monster attacks, but nothing that seemed out of the ordinary per se. And what you're gathering from this is that over the last few weeks, it would seem that perhaps activity there is not as quiet as it once been thought.
I'll relay every piece of information I get to the group.
This cult. Is there a deity in particular that they worship?
As I said, it's different elemental types. But the sworn enemy of St. Cuthbert was hands deep in all the activity. I use.
How far is the temple?
4 or 5 day journey to the east of here.
We will do our best.
Do your best to do what, dear?
We'll see. Thank you. And I'll go back to the group and relay what I've heard.
So when you said we'd do our best, what exactly did you mean by that?
I think you know exactly what I meant by that.
I mean, you didn't discuss money or, what happens if we lose an arm.
Well, I'm here. Arthur's here. Yeah, your arm will be fine.
But money was my main concern.
It always is, dear.
Well,
Let's come up with our own plan, and then we can present it to them and see what sort of monetary concerns we can deal with at that point.
they don't seem, just looking around the town, don't seem like they'd have that. I'm just saying.
Well, a temple of evil seems like it might have its own trinkets lying around as well.
True. Then we get back to the arm thing.
Arthur, me.
Yes.
Be fine. You'll be fine.
I will hold you to that.
While I will defer to your decision on our behalf to take up whatever mantle we're going to take up on behalf of this town, I do think it does bear another conversation. As much as I disagree with our pirate friend on most things, we do believe in value for value. And I don't wish to win any sort of trade, but value for value is very important to me. So I think another conversation is in order before we make any sort of decisions as to whether we jump in with both feet or not.
I'm just saying I don't like having holes poked.
Caliphus?
Caliphus is just kind of standing there looking at one of his arms and being like, we could lose an arm? But it'd be nice to get paid. So, maybe we should, talk about a little bit of compensation. Come up with a plan.
I'll spin on my heels and turn and go talk to the woman that Zan was just speaking with.
Okay.
Excuse me, madam. We understand and we can see that your town is in deep peril. And for that, you have my condolences for the fallen fighters of which we have helped bring back here. We know this won't stop. I believe that my group is willing to help. Is there any thing or money that you can supply us with in order to help us rid, your town of these things, to help stop these attacks occurring over and over? And I'd like to roll a persuasion if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm not very persuasive. It's going to be an 8 total.
Okay.
But
Can
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can Califers back him up on this? Kind of be like, not, standing next to him, like,
I mean, I have a charisma of like 17, so I'm just trying to get a value for value deal here.
With your 8, you don't see like her mood changing per se, but she looks upon you and nods. Look, I understand that these dark times don't always lead to charity. I'm not a fool. I've been around way too long.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, we are a poor church in an even poorer village, and I'm not the one to speak to about such things. You would need to speak to Byrne or Rufus in the keep. They overlook the town, and they were around when the temple was first here. Perhaps they can help you.
We can glean some information from these two, Byrne and Rufus, about this temple.
Most likely, yes.
Outstanding. I'll be around to help you continue with the healing of these people, and we'll have our group go and speak to this Byrne and Rufus, and we will see what we can do. And so I turn to the group and explain the conversation I just had, and Califris was right with me. What do we do from here? I'd like to continue to help heal these people, but we do have some more information to get from these two overwatchers, I suppose, that look out over the city, Byrne and Rufus. Do you want to go speak to them, and then we can make an informed decision on what the next best thing to do is, group?
I think we could go gather more information, of course.
Find out why they're not down here helping their people.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So,
Let's find Willem. See if he can direct us to the keep.
the Green Goblin. Is Willem inside the inside this triage?
No, currently he is not. You all did a pretty well job of keeping him banging going, so he is outside. Your cart is gone. It looks like it has been picked up, but Willem is standing there. It looks like he has some sort of pouch in his hand. He approaches you as you exit and hands it forth.
Oh, thank you. See?
That was a different job.
Money's money.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. I'll
Says,
take a peek.
so Oslo was very grateful for you bringing these.
I have another question for you. Byrne and Rufus? Where would we find them?
He looks up the street and points up to the northwest, where there's a small hill and a smaller keep sitting atop it.
Can we see it from here?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh. I'm assuming we probably cannot just walk up and say hello then.
Can always ask for an audience, I suppose.
We did just save the town.
True.
That's got to give us some political currency.
And who would we speak to about that, Willem?
Well, Burns' own little personal guard are always around there. I mean, they call themselves the Badgers. They're a crazy lot. But I'm sure if you speak to one of them at the gate, they can relay it for you. Burn likes to hold his own power. He's not much one for advisors.
Would you be willing to speak on our behalf? Perhaps gain us an audience?
I mean, for what you did for us, I think it's the least I could do.
We would be much obliged.
Well, I'll be happy to help then.
Thank you. See, it's not so hard.
I trust you. Just get us paid.
I hand him the money pouch.
Thank you. We'll split this later. Does it seem like, is it way okay?
Yeah, it weighs pretty decent.
Cool. Well,
Good.
stash that.
You can count it out if you'd like to now, but
That seems like it'll be a little rude. I'm already walking that fine line.
for character's sake, there is 125 gold pieces in there.
Hey.
And you see Arthur shaking his head, knowing that we just gave a pouch of money to a pirate.
If it'll keep him happy, I can
You
steal
know
it
I
back from
always-
him later.
I always split the loot evenly. It's fine. We've been through this before.
Keeps
Okay.
him happy. It's fine.
Does
I
keep me
just hope
happy.
you can divide.
I can't. You never trust me. Every time.
He'll divide it evenly, and if he doesn't, then I'll divide him evenly.
Exactly.
Ooh.
This is why we work.
Fair?
Fair enough for now.
I will split the money evenly between everyone as well. Beef.
But only you knew how much is in the pouch, so
I think you said 120, right?
yeah, I told him 125, but
Yeah. Gotta split that
he was
between
like,
four.
there was 100 in here.
One for you,
25
two
for
for
you.
me.
50
One
for
for
me.
you.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
when do you all plan on going?
Well, now? Unless you think it's a bad time.
I mean, it's not necessarily a
Are they
bad
having
time.
lunch?
The town is just under attack. I'm sure they'll trying to get things back in order.
Really?
If nothing else, since these two seem to be the overseers of the town, perhaps a report is in order.
There's a gold piece in it for you if you take us.
He almost looks shocked that you're offering him money.
I like to keep people on my toes.
It's not necessary, Master. I'm just saying it might be hard to get an audience today. That's all. But we can try.
Let's
give
try.
it a shot.
I'll give everyone, all four of us can have 31 gold pieces each, and there's one left over
Yay.
for bribery and such.
Perfect.
Okay, so you guys are walking with Willem. Walking under the new spring sun. It's warming up as the day goes along. And you come to the walls of the keep, or the outer walls of the keep, I should say. It's not a huge structure by any means, but well fortified for what it is. There are several figures, and it looks to be chainmail with glaives. Seem to be moving around the exterior of the building. One guarding the doorway itself for the time being. Looks sparse comparatively to what it should be, but you're assuming that perhaps with the recent town attack. It's probably a good reason why. Probably been diverted to another part. And Willem walks up with you.
To the badges.
To the badges. To the badges.
Califris is gonna go, wow. That's it.
That's it.
Quite the structure for a little town.
True.
Califas, I have an idea. Do you want to play a little song? Play us up, make us seem important?
Oh, you know I would. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so Califris is gonna do that. I guess I'll roll performance.
Sure.
I
We just want you to play that slide whistle.
I could just straight. Well, I didn't know if I had to like play it and like roll. I'm trying to come up with a good song. I got a, let's see, performance is charisma, so I got a 11.
Okay.
And
I
yeah,
like this slide whistle solo. I think I'm into it.
slide whistle solo. Let's see. What's an important song that people hear and they're like, that person's important.
Hail to the chief.
How about the American national anthem?
There you go. See? There you go. That's great.
There we go.
Can I
And it just goes.
minor illusion some
Absolutely.
fireworks over his head while he plays this?
Sure.
Yes. We're very important. Very important. I rolled an 11. We're very important.
Bunch of wizards and witches is all you is.
Oh god.
And a bard.
So this guard is standing there with one eyebrow raised.
Hello, sir.
What the hell is it about?
We seek an audience with Byrne and Rufus here.
Oh, you seek an audience with Byrne and Rufus, huh?
Yes, of course.
Of course, everybody does.
Well, we have just saved the town, after all.
Oh. So powerful.
Well,
And I kind of like put my hands in front of Willem and I'm like, and this man can vouch for us.
Shove him forward a little bit.
Yeah.
He's just some common militiaman.
Calm.
Words about as worth as dirt around here. Now, what do you
Hold
want?
up. To speak to your boss. Because we just did your job for you.
Did my job for me. Have you been here the last few weeks then, huh?
Clearly not.
And you clearly don't understand the words of that fucking sentence you just spit out at me.
Wow, sassy.
my dear, we don't want to take up much more of your time.
Good, because I don't want to give you much more than what I got.
If you could just speak to, your supervisor and let us in to just gain this audience, we'll be out of your hair.
Califris is gonna kind of take a step forward and like clench his fists kind of in front of him and be like, listen, it's important. We can stop the attacks. We have an idea of what's going on, but we need to ask questions. And I'm going to roll persuasion.
Okay, with the two of you combined, go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage.
Do it.
20!
Hey!
Nice.
Natural 20.
Tote.
Look, it's been really hard around here, and I don't mean to be a prick about things, but we've got people coming in and out all day long trying to talk to them, okay?
I can only imagine.
They want this, they want that, and we can only give them so much. Look, fine, come on in. we'll try to help you, all right?
Thank you. And we will attempt to assist you as well.
All right. He sort of waves over his shoulder and you all start to walk past.
As we walk past, I'll clap him on the shoulder and say, next time you don't want to be a prick, don't be a prick.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
We look over. Most of us don't, actually, darling. It's fine.
It's like,
I have that effect on guards.
it's like, I'll respect that. So he leads you, Paul, past the outer wall, and there's actually an inner wall as well before you get to the main structure. It looks to be probably a good 4 stories high. You're going through these large double doors that look impossibly big for the building. You imagine they probably weigh hundreds of pounds apiece. Just made of solid wood and iron. He stops before the guard that's at that gate. Look, mate, we got some guys to see Burn and Rufus. Go give him a word and see what he says, alright? Seems to be that the man on the inner gate might be a subordinate, perhaps, of this gentleman, or younger at least. And he turns and goes into the building, and this guard sort of stands there looking at you all. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, there were very large elemental creatures that just tried to destroy the town.
One of them swallowed me. I got better.
Sorry, you almost broke me there. I got better. You all wait probably a good 15-20 minutes before this gentleman returns. He says, right, Captain says you got problems, you need to go to the badges.
To go to the what?
Us. The badges.
All right. Do you think these guys are going to have any information?
It appears to me that you're the ones with the problem, and we're trying to help.
I think our problem is the Badgers.
Do you call them Badgers?
Are they the Badgers? Oh no, I must have misheard it.
They are the Badgers.
They're the Badgers now.
No, they are. That's their name. They are the Badgers.
Yeah.
Burns
They
Badgers.
Okay.
Badgers.
They only come out at night, apparently.
And we don't need no stinking badgers.
Says, look, guys, whenever they don't want to talk to somebody, they tell them to come talk to us. That's sort of their hierarchy.
They've just given us the brush off, is what you mean.
Yeah, more or less.
How convincing can you be? You seem like a convincing man.
Mean shit around here, around them too.
Okay, who does mean shit around here around them too?
Money means shit around here, mate. Money.
Whoa,
We've got
one
money.
moment. Sorry. Good?
Go ahead.
Don't sell yourself short now. I mean, like, you look like a strapping young man. You look like you could maybe, throw a little weight around here, maybe. If you just put the confidence into it, I'm sure you could do it.
Is there any chance of getting behind him and just walking to where we need to go?
Just push past him.
Yeah.
True. Like brute force.
Politely.
You could,
We'll let ourselves in. It's fine. We'll
you
let
could
ourselves
certainly try.
I would like to kind of, while they're talking, just scoot off, and then just walk like I own the place.
Okay, let me roll perception here. You're fucking oblivious.
I'm headed,
No, we'll keep going.
I'm just going straight up to this, the tower,
Okay.
and I'm just going to go, is there an entrance to this tower?
What you walk into is like a main hallway. Like an entrance hall. What would be like an audience hall, I guess I should say. Beyond it, there is a set of doors, which you assume probably lead further into the keep, but you don't see any way up in this room in particular.
I'm going for the doors. Just walking like I'm the captain of the keep.
Yeah, you got your high vis and your clipboard.
Yep,
No one will notice you.
that's it.
And this whole time, like, Califris is viciously complimenting this guard. Being like,
Fake it till we
don't,
make it.
you look great today.
So those two are sort of tied up with Califis at the point, and they're just sort of like going back and forth with their banter. What are the other two doing?
We're looking to go to jail again.
We've seen Arthur go up the stairs. We see Califis
Running
distracting.
interference, yeah.
Yes. What do you say? Do we just wait till we hear a lot of noise and go fuck some shit up, or
I mean, that's what plans worked for us in the past.
It's true. All right. We're gonna wait and see.
You guys are gonna wait?
Yeah. I'm just going to start like playing with ornaments and things, touching things that look valuable, drawing some attention.
Pulling levers.
Yeah, looking behind wall
Anything he
hangings.
sees.
Okay. Just rolling some perceptions here. Okay, so we have a split party now, which always goes well.
Only for a moment.
Arthur, you make it. You're going to go push through the doors, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Man on a mission.
As soon as you press the doors open, you are greeted with two thuds as they hit bodies on the other sides. Apparently they were staying on either side of it. Oh, what the hell?
Hell,
like-
what?
See, like,
I'm going to see Rufus.
See like a head poking around the edge of the door.
Top of the afternoon to you.
Well, you don't
Reporting
want to
to
hear.
Rufus. I have a report for Burnin' Rufus about this fight you probably just saw. Did you see the smoke? Did you see the dead guys?
Well, yeah, but we're on duty here.
Yeah, you were watching while we were all out there fighting, and so I'm headed upstairs. I've got to get this report to Burnin' Rufus. This is a big deal.
I imagine that you don't even break your gait; you just walk.
Yeah,
and
he's
talk.
just
Yeah,
keeps going.
I'm walking in stride, just continuing to go.
Okay. You keep pressing forward, and you have like these two guards behind you. They're just sort of like chattering at you the whole time, like, "What the hell are you doing here? Why you need to get out of here?" Blah blah blah. Very loud mouth, but not seem to actually enforce it.
Typical paid security guards.
Can't trust a mercenary.
Okay.
Yeah, the kind you see at Walmart.
And the one speaking to you, Califris, just looking around you.
Behind me?
Yeah. It's like,
Califris kind of also leans.
just sort of like going back and forth, like.
If
what-
I notice that, I'd like to just drop something.
Okay. I'll roll with disadvantage this time. Ah, sorry, mate. He's like, wait. What? Where'd the other one go?
Oh, he left, darling. He didn't
Didn't
want to
you
wait
see
around.
him? He walked right past you. He just left.
You
He
hear him
went
go.
to relieve himself.
You hear him going, motherfuck, and just starts taking off.
Oh,
Follow him. Follow him.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
person, whole
I'll
person.
run after him.
Yeah, he's now your tour guide.
So,
oh, I guess we go
He'll
this way.
take me where I
Yes.
need to go.
so what happens is, Arthur, you start to hear clanging behind you of metallic foot hitting the stone floors.
I'll start speed walking.
And behind you, the other two follow on. Dee eventually tries to overtake the two that are behind you, bringing up the other three party members with him.
All right, good numbers.
Together again.
I
that-
knew you wouldn't leave me, guys.
He's like,
That's
oh,
the plan the whole time. Yeah.
fuck, Matt, you're gonna get me killed. Please just
Oh, you-
stop.
You'll be fine. I'm not stopping.
Are you,
I'm just.
are you
I'm
meant
just-
to leave your post? Shouldn't you be on the door?
Son of a bitch! And he like stops and takes off back around the other direction.
I'll wink at the pirate. I'll wink at the pirate as we continue to walk.
Okay, so you make your way down this hall, finding your way to some stairs. And to cut a long story short, you do end up finding the main audience hall. There's like a set of apartments on the third floor. More or less, you've talked these guards into escorting you there. Against their will, of course, but we're going to save some time. You going to open the doors and just walk in? Or
I'm gonna knock.
you're a annoyed sounding voice like, what is it this time?
Oh, I can already tell we're going to be friends.
Yep. And I open the door.
Okay. So you throw this door open, and the first thing that hits you is just the smell of herbs and other dried vegetable, or not vegetables, but like, I guess herbs would be dried herbs.
Psychedelic herbs? Or...
No, it just smells like almost like what like an alchemist shop would smell like.
Fair.
There is a silver and blue robed character with salt and pepper hair and goatee. Seems to be working over this little cluster of bottles.
I'll step in about 2 steps and bang my trident on the ground, not forcefully, but hard enough to where he knows I'm in the room.
Okay.
I'll give a slight bow. I mean, I don't know if he's looking, don't care, but I will bang my trident on the ground, give him a slight bow, and say, "Sir, we are here on behalf of the people down in the city. There was just a great pitched battle between what we can nothing but call but elementals, fire and rock and water, which for this part of the country, this seems a little bit unusual. And we're here seeking guidance, and we're here seeking your advice as to what should happen, as well as perhaps giving you some information as to what just happened."
He sort of looks up with you when the first time you make noise, and is looking back down to his work as you continue your speech. Yes, I'm well aware what's going on down in the city.
What are you doing about this? As you can tell from my speech, I'm flabbergasted. These people are being slaughtered down in the valley and down in the town, and we just brought back about whatever the body count was. We just brought back X amount of bodies to be buried in this city. What is to be done?
As I have told many people like you assist in barging down my doors, I have
apologies.
sent emissaries to Ferandi looking for aid. Not much more I can do at this point.
Are my compatriots with me inside the room?
Yeah, we're just kind of staring at you at this point, like, he's got this.
Yep.
Well, sir, I apologize for barging into your room, but I'd like to say well met, and I have a group behind me that are well versed in taking care of problems for people. And if it suits you, we'd like to explore this with you.
Also, what the hell is this? I'm gonna hold up the fungus.
I was hoping you'd do that.
His look of annoyance seems to go a little softer after he sees the vial and after the words that are hitting his ears. That, my dear, is something you do not want to be messing with.
That I gathered. But what is it?
Why don't you all come sit down and we'll have a discussion.
Lovely.
my body relaxes a little bit. It's not as straight. It's kind of at ease, and I will go to where he motions of where we should sit.
He moves away from the stand, and there's a semicircle of actually quite nice plush-looking chairs. In the center, there's a decanter. Seems to be some wines, just some loose fruits and nuts that are sitting upon it. He waves his hand as he takes a seat too. Please.
And I'll wait for the women to sit before I do.
I will not.
Can I walk slowly by this table of herbs that he's been working on?
Sure.
Can I roll to see maybe what he's been trying to make, what he's got on there?
Sure. In this case, go ahead and give me an Arcana.
Cool. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Twice now.
I love you, copper dice. Okay.
It appears, to what you can best tell, you haven't seen it before, but it has similarities to other droughts that would cure diseases or infections of a magical nature. Does not look complete. Looks like it's experimenting on reaching this goal.
Good to know.
You want to give me a perception while you're standing there?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. Ooh, that's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So not a nat 20.
Plus 1, that's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay, so you're looking over this, and with your 4, you're peeking around, looking. Your hand starts to stray a little bit as you look closer. And your hand almost goes into what is a small saucer of this very sort of fungus or spores that you had just brought in.
Hold my breath!
Apparently, he's quite aware.
He was aware that I would...
I'm not aware that you were going to do it, but he's aware of the problem. And whatever he's working on seems to involve this spore.
Gotcha. Take my hand away from the spore.
Yeah. Is everybody taking hospitality?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I'm making myself very much at home. Like boots up on the seat, arms draped over the back.
I'm sitting more at attention than relaxed at this point.
Okay. What about you, Zan?
I'll sit gingerly.
Okay. Calipers?
Califers sits attentively and politely.
It'd be like one of those like...
Yes, yes. Califers takes a moment to do the eyebrow thing. Because, he's been running around, he's been fighting, he's been like, oh, I haven't looked at my eyebrows.
But they look even better, just disheveled, you know?
And I don't think Califers realizes that either.
It's a crime, really.
And this robed figure leans back, holding like a small glass of wine. Crosses his arm, sipping on it a little bit. So, what sort of experience do you have here?
With taking care of problems?
Lots.
Fairly good deal.
Killed all sorts of things.
13 years of slide whistle lessons.
It's impressive.
He's very good.
Mhm.
Very good.
That's quite impressive.
I mean, he undersells it. He really is quite good.
I just know that there's going to be more than just some mindless elementals beating down our doors one day. If you can handle that, can you handle other things, is my curiosity's sake.
I think from what we've seen moments ago out in that battlefield, there's a lot more to it than what people know. this looks way more dangerous than just some simple takeover by humanoids and elementals from a neighboring place. And so that's why we're here. We've seen it, we've fought it, and we don't think it's right that these citizens down here, or at least let me speak for myself, I don't think it's right that the people of this village are being slaughtered at the hands of these monstrosities. And I, for one, would like to do something about it.
I also don't think it's very smart. I mean, if these things are just coming from somewhere, don't fight the symptom, fight the problem.
Plug the hole.
He leans towards Zan. Can I see that vial you had?
Keep it tightly closed, hand it over.
He takes it and leans back. You see, my good sirs, it's not what you can see. That's the real issue here. It's what we can't see. And that's what I'm fighting. He shakes this vial a little bit. So while I'm not down there, I am doing my part.
What part is that, if I may ask, sir?
He looks to you. Tell me, what do you know of Zuchtmantoy? And we're going to end the adventure there.
Boom.
Sweet.
All right, guys.
Wow.
Nice.
Sweet.
I like it.
Go team, go!
Colourly intrigued.
So that was interesting.
No, that was awesome.
I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody got to come by. We had quite a few people stop by and check us out. I was very happy about that. Hope they enjoyed it, and I hope, more importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Blast.
Good. Excellent. I know MK, this is what technically it's your first stream game, isn't it? And I don't know how deeply into D&D was your third game overall you played.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like my fourth game I've
Yeah.
ever played ever.
So that's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
Awesome.
That's incredible. Good for you.
Did an awesome job. I'm very proud of you.
Welcome to the party.
So we're just going to close this real quick. I know we said who we are, but is there anything you guys got going on you'd like to talk about? Where people can find you? Chris?
I just comment on random stuff on Twitter, actually. That's about it.
Okay. How you, Chris?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Pangalactic. I run a D&D resources website called Loot the Room, which you can find at loottheroom.uk. And in about 3 hours, I'm going to be back on this channel for Birthright of the Pomage, which is going to be awesome. We've had 2 weeks off, and I can't wait.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Yes, I like to see Chelsea work too. So
Yeah, she's awesome.
she is awesome. You also have what? You were promoting Breaker of Chains, I think, a little bit ago.
Yeah, I released a Halloween adventure last year, and obviously it's October. So if you like Hellraiser and The Legend of Zelda and killing your PCs, go get Breaker of Chains on the GM's Guild.
Yeah, go check it out.
That sounds awesome.
He does awesome work.
I mean, I'm biased, but it is awesome.
I liked the Bulletstorm. It was really good.
Yeah, but Bulletstorm's free, so if anyone wants
Yeah.
to check my work, go check out
He does-
Bulletstorm, Bulletstorm.
does
It's
awesome.
Jaws in a field.
He does awesome work.
Thanks, man.
MK, what do you do?
I stream on Twitch. I play video games. Right now I'm playing Soma and a little bit of Ori and the Blind Forest, and I think this weekend I'm going to play a bunch of silly horror games. My Twitch is twitch.tv/MK is the best.
Nice.
MK is the best. Because I am the best. Apparently, says me.
This is your debut with Facecam.
Oh yeah, true. I've never done face
Yeah.
cam before, and so this is the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, it's been super weird talking to you like this.
Oh no.
Because I've talked to you for, God, I don't know how many months now. 5, 6 months probably.
Yeah.
It's like, she has a face.
Sorry.
No, it's been awesome. And I'm glad that you chose to join.
Hell yeah. I'm glad I joined.
Us too.
I'm glad that you're glad that you joined. How about you, Kevin? You got anything going on?
Yeah. First off, let me just say thanks for putting up with me today. Obviously under the weather and not at my very best, so
You did
apologies
great.
to all.
No.
I just like to say a couple things. One is what a natural affinity I think we already have in just a short period of time. I mean, you guys seem like really cool folks. So, and I want to throw that out there. As for me, at Twitter, I'm Kevin_Hit, HITT, and basically I chase around 19-year-olds that are making 3 times as amount of money as I do, playing professional video games such as Dota, Counter-Strike, League of Legends. They could all buy my house 3 times over. No, but seriously, I'm excited to be here. This is my first stream as a player, and I look forward to many more projects going forward. But I have to say, hey, I really appreciate you, Sav, for putting this group together. I already think this is an amazing crew, and I think we're only going to see really neat things come on from here. So I'm proud of this first episode, and I'm very, very pleased to be here. So thank you for inviting me to this group.
Absolutely. I'm so glad all you came. Any worries I had were melted away like pre-stream, so I was very happy with that. I got to do my little spiel now too. It's been a great first way to start an episode or an adventure or a campaign, whatever we're going to end up doing here. No matter what, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for being awesome players. I really appreciate it. It makes my job so much easier. As for the Greyhawk channel, I'd like to thank them for giving me the chance, I guess for DM Shane, for giving me the chance to run this show and to hold this cornerstone in Greyhawk history, because this is a big one. But we're going to really turn it on its head and make it our own. So this will be...
Shane's a good dude. Shane is a very, very good dude, and like I said, I met him a while ago, and just again, it's so funny. This channel is just filled with quality human beings, just good people. You know what I mean? And that's that was my attraction initially watching the other streams. You can just tell these are just good people that love to revel in a game, and so it's just a lot of fun. And I really do appreciate Shane, bringing me in as well.
Yep. Absolutely. I met Shane at, like I said, at Gen Con. Just happened to see he had a game open. I'm like, hey, let's go try this. 9:00 morning game. Let's go for it. And had a blast. And we're like, dude, are you doing another game this Gen Con? So we got into a second game. Of course, a couple days later, he hung out at the bar. It was a good time. He's a real cool dude. Real cool to hang out with, talk to. I really appreciate him giving me the chance to do this and the chance to be able to bring people like you, out here to do this. So I'm out of words. As far as the stream goes, be sure to check out the Discord below. I think it's for subs. A lot of cool people in there. I hang out there once in a while. I've got too many Discords going on at once, so it's hard to talk to everybody, but I definitely go check it out. And was it in 3 hours? The awesome DM Chelsea is going to be reading Birthright of the Pomarge. Is that how you pronounce that?
I think so.
Which I think is orc campaign, if I'm correct?
Mostly orc
Mostly
campaign. We're calling it 2.5 orcs behind us.
2.5 orcs. I love it. So stick around here in a few hours and check them out because they're cool people too. And I love them all. They're all awesome people. So I'm going to stop my long-winded speech here. You can catch me at my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sabrick, every other Saturday, normally, for Planescape, or every Sunday for Fallout 304, which is my 5e-inspired Fallout game. And I think that's all I got going on besides this, which seems like not very much in my opinion, but it takes a lot of my time up. So I guess maybe we'll see you all tomorrow on my side.
Check out the Fallout game, it's awesome.
Thank you. Somebody watches it. Yes. All right, guys.
Appreciate all of you.
We'll see you next Saturday at 1:00. Thanks for stopping by.